end of the flight, calories start to get depleted, adrenaline's probably about wearing off, you're starting to get dehydrated. Hopefully you're feeling great. We'll see how you're feeling, and you'll no longer be rested. So for all those reasons, you're going to have to work harder at the end of the flight to pull the same G's that you would have had to pull at the beginning of the flight, if that makes sense. Yeah. 2 little bars right here on the sides. We call them towel bars. Looks like you can just hang 2 hand towels on them. That's going to be an awesome place to put your hands and kind of stabilize your body when you do those rolling maneuvers. But again, cockpit's going to be a little bit tight when you get in there, but once you get strapped in, you'll be plenty comfortable. You can move around. A lot of maneuvering, and then all of a sudden you're straight and level flying, like your brain's kind of catching up to you. So it's usually that time when you get sick coming back to land. And so what you'll do is you'll basically put those 2 together, and it's going to look like this. So try that for me. Good. Good. Perfect. You ready for the next maneuver?
Ready. Let's go.
So get in that goodbye position. All right, here we go. Big deep breath. Start your squeeze. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There's an oxygen system we have on board. Basically controls air and oxygen up to your mask while you're flying. Attack while we're up there.
What happens if you do pass out? So say your vision is going.
Which means a full set of lungs, so full big deep breath of air in the lungs, and then squeezing our chest to push that blood from the chest up to the brain.
Place 90 either left or right, and I'll let you know it's coming. And it'll be a 90-degree turn for 4 to 5 Gs. And that's just to kind of bring forth what the doc told you in terms of your G awareness, your 3-second breathing, and just kind of, hey, this is what Gs feel like, okay? That'll be followed by a 180-degree turn that's now up to 5 to 6 Gs. And again, we're just kind of going through the motions there, and it's a little bit of a warm-up for the day that's coming up. Shouldn't be a big deal. I can talk you through the entire thing so that you can tell that, you know, it feels like a lot, but, you know, it's just fine. And then we'll in place 90 left or right, and then I'll pass you the lead for the photo chase maneuvers. We'll talk to that.
At China Lake, 8 and 2.6 is closed, 3 and 21 is closed, and it is gusty winds there, 210 at 22, gust 31, broken at 11.
So I think it's going to be a high deck that we'll just work below. Okay. So we'll watch out for that. So what Cheetah is going to do, could you grab the another stick out there? Inverted to inverted, meaning you're upside down. We'll roll right side up, but then continue to roll back upside down and continue for about like a mile like that. So we're going to get a nice good amount of airspeed, about the same amount that we used for the vertical pull there. I'm going to say, all right, it's going to be a 90-degree turn, or just it's going to be a turn to the left. Okay, I'm going to roll this up. I'm going to light the afterburner so you'll feel that. I'm going to say, here come the Gs. And it'll be a pretty smooth application up to about 7 Gs. And then I'm going to increase it from 7 to 9. It's going to be pretty short. So this is kind of like a short duration, high intensity kind of, you know, not 7, 7, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, and then we're done. Okay? And that's the time where you want to make those good 3-second exchanges with your breathing, tensing up your legs, your butt, and your stomach to keep the lights on upstairs. All right? So that'll be good. What this is going to be, and this is a pretty high G one, we're going to get a pretty good amount of airspeed here. So we're talking, you know, 550, 600 mile an hour type of thing. And it's going to be a 6 to 7 G pull straight vertical. And then once the nose is purely vertical, we're going to roll to the left. And as we go up, okay? Smoke and roll off, and I'll say, hey Jerry, look out the left side of the window, and then I'm going to go ahead and pull this sucker in the front seat, and what that's going to do is immediately blow the canopy off, and that should start the ejection sequence. If that doesn't work, then I'm going to basically say, hey Jerry, man, you got to pull that T-handle if mine doesn't work. Okay, I'll be very plain English about it. So that for the T-handle there. Again, this is like emergency on top of emergency.
Have you actually ejected in practice of that?
So no,
you
I don't want to either.
It's just all theory?
Yeah.
I didn't know if there was a way you could practice that.
There in pilot training, there's like they'll like send you up a couple of rails, but it is nothing compared to what I've heard is the real thing. So
is the real thing hairy?
I imagine so, but it's one of those things where by the time you know what's going on, you're under the canopy and.
Right. And feet on the rudder pedals.
Feet on the what?
On the rudder pedals. Those will be, when you get out there, the pilot will show you kind of around all the different egress things in the aircraft, and the rudder pedals will be right there, so you'll have just the tips of your toes on them. Okay? It's pretty big. It's about the size of this table, and that, you know, about this wide.
I gotta twist this. What does that even mean? What's a canopy?
Your face says all.
This, like I said, stop me if we're going too fast or you're recovering too much. But that would be one of the malfunctions that you could run into.
I'm not going to ask a question because I'm going to presume this is not going to happen. I am listening, but I'm thinking if this happens, it's going down the way it's going to go down. I'm not going to have much bearing on the outcome.
And keep in mind, the most important thing that you're going to want to do is be in a good position for coming down. In 28-foot canopy, you're still going to get, you're still going to get some air under there. You're still going to be just fine.
They're in charge of the other bases. They kind of, I don't know what the correct name on it, but they're in charge of
that everyone falls into. So you have Air Mobility Command, which is in charge of all the cargo. So getting like big, like
It's just sticking in shot like Air Force One and all that.
So it was funny. Well, it was interesting because I didn't expect that. It was funny that it was like in the trailer. Yeah. But we.
And then on the side here, this is the bayonet receivers. This is where the mask connects here. So it'll go in 3 clicks, right? Just like that. Okay. From here to here now. Okay, so it looks like you're a medium wide. So I have you put it on just like a regular helmet, pull it apart, roll it from the back to the front, and then we'll make the adjustments.
You should roll it from the back to like this.
Yes, sir. Just like that. Is that feeling snug? And then from there, click, hold it on your face. And then I'm going to strap this up for you. And then I'll have you find the mask on the right side. Remember, just the right side. Perfect. If you need to try that maneuver, just let me know. Just take your time, get a feel for it, and then we can move on to the next thing we got. There you go, perfect. Remember, not too much. I fit you to the 3 setting. Up, down. Good. Got it? Hold it there. We'll click these in 3 clicks, and then I'll adjust here, and I'll tack these down when we get a good seal. From there, you won't be able to make adjustments to these because they'll be tacked down. So for whatever reason you do need to remove it, just pull up here, and slide it up. If you want to give that a shot now.
And why would you need to?
Again, we'll talk about that here later on in the training.
This will help you with a lot of stuff too.
Yes, sir.
Because when I remember going through this, I was like, "Ooh, it's going to be a lot to."
There's a lot of training.
But they'll help you out when you're in there.
Yeah, what I'm really worried about is just being able to keep that formation tomorrow.
All right. So it's going to be rough, sir, but I think you're going to be able to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Says eject, eject.
You would never do that. You would never do that. under
If
an
you were
ejection.
ejecting, would you do that?
No, sir.
No.
No, sir. You would not. And we'll talk about that here in a moment.
Practicing. Oh, it's once every 3 seconds though.
Let's go ahead and throw it on. Put the chin strap up, and then we'll practice putting the mask up and off. There you go. So the chin strap is next.
Thunderbird, stand by. Smoke on ready now. Smoke off ready now. 7 on the roll.
All right, here we go, Jerry. Here comes the afterburner. Should feel it right about there. Already at 100 knots.
Okay. The 6-1 Delta, VFR at your discretion.
Lift off there. Get the gear coming up.
6-1 Delta, VFR altitude, your discretion.
There's 300 knots. Coming up on 350. There's 400. And here come the G's. See, that wasn't so bad. You crushed it already.
Oh my God, that's the best thing I ever did in my life. Oh my
Portrait
God.
Thunderbird 7 is airborne. We're leveling VFR at 8,500 for weather. All right, we're going to do vertical rolls now, okay?
Okay.
So, get us some nice airspeed here. Find a nice spot right up on top of us. About ready to go. It's going to be a good pull on straight up.
1786,
Ready?
contact
Okay,
ocean
so
134.
this is the tense one?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. We're going to roll to the left. All right. Now, if you look over your left shoulder, you'll see our smoke a little bit.
Yeah.
Way off to the left there.
Where? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, do you want to pull any more G's, or are you done for the day?
No, I wouldn't mind pulling more G's.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah. Where is he?
I don't know.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, yes, Jim.
Okay, it's going to be rolling to the left.
All right, here we go. Pull the power up. Feeding in the G's here. Good G strain.
Bingo.
Hang in there, there's 6. Keep hanging in. Good G strain. You're doing good. Almost done. You're almost there, Jerry. There we go.
Keep them off.
Oh. Oh.
It's Joker. Come here, Joker.
Yeah.
Woo. Yeah, that one's a workout.
Yeah. Ah. I had to do all the flying. Kevin got scared and. Oh my God! That was awesome.
Well done. Well done. You did great. Thank you.
Oh my God! That was.
Okay, let's get all this off.
Yeah.
Well, Jerry, welcome back. Can't believe I get to call you Jerry. That's pretty cool. Cool for me to say, but a complete blast. Again, I set it up so it couldn't have gone really any better. It was a real to work with. So, man, you have a huge impact with what you do, and just real grateful for you to come out and hang out with us today. So, thanks a lot, Jerry. I really appreciate it.
I've never done anything like that. That takes the biscuit. That was the best thing I ever did. So that was a highlight of my career too.
Okay, cool. Once we get just so that there's no doubt. So this is for me for today. The wind's going to make it kind of tough, but we got 9.3 G today.
Who's Hugh Jackman? You who?
So Cheetah was a huge part of it. So if we
Yes,
get
my
a
man. Nice
picture as well.
Great.
Thanks.
anyway, I just flew with the United States Air Force Thunderbirds, and basically just had the best time of my life. We did a maximum climb on takeoff. I experienced 9.4 Gs. We did all the maneuvers that they do in their demonstrations. We did aileron rolls, barrel rolls. We did 360s. I'm probably making stuff up now, but we did a lot of stuff. All I know was it was intense, and it was amazing, and it was bordering on spiritual, man. I had the best time. It's really just like holding on. It gets super intense. And at the same time, I wanted to try and film some of it. So I was trying to do the stomach clenches, holding on, and film, and try and get the other pilot in his plane, but also trying to enjoy the moment. There's a couple of times I put the phone down and just said, you know, I got to just experience this. But it gets a little scary at times, you know. It's like, well, hold on. Especially the when we went like 9.4 Gs. That's intense, but that's part of the fun of this. It's not just fun, it's super challenging, but it's awesome. I mean, that's tough because what I was doing there in the F-16, it only lasts for a few seconds at a time. When I'm doing those rolls, it's months at a time. But when you get to the extremes of what I was just doing, it doesn't get more intense than that. When we're, you know, pulling some of those moves and you are clenching and you're holding on for dear life, that's pretty extreme. No, I just had a great time, and I have to say, what really struck me was how lovely and humble the crew are, and how appreciative, you know, and my pilot Kev was just amazing. But everybody today has been fantastic. That's been part of the joy, is just how nice they've all been, how much time they've given, and how excited they were, which made it all the more exciting for me. It wasn't just here and you come do this. They were all just really positive and warm, and